At the last Nigerian Bankers Committee meeting in Lagos, CNBC Africa's Keisha Gitari spoke to Nigeria's Central Bank Governor Sanusi Lamido Sanusi to get an update on the activities of the committee with respect to risk management in order to ensure the nation does not suffer another banking crisis like we did in 2009.
Well, as you know, in the last 2-3 years, we've done nothing but address that question. How do we build a banking industry that's not the same as the one we had before 2009? We've tried to work on issues around governance. We've worked on the structure of the banking system, broken up universal banks. We've set up AMCON as a crisis resolution tool. We've recapitalized the banks. We've developed competency frameworks to make sure that only the right properly qualified people handle offices like risk and finance and treasury and credit. We're working on sustainability by trying to get the banks to lend more and more to the real sector as opposed to speculating in the capital market, and also a focus on financial inclusion and diversification of the customer base. So this is an ongoing process. Risk management and governance are never a destination. You're always moving from one stage to another and then trying to build on what you've done. And this is what you've done, and I'm sure you all have seen the significant improvements in the quality of the discourse, in the quality of the assets, in the quality of the management, and in the governance of our institutions.
NASL is one of the initiatives to come out of the Bankers Committee on Agriculture, to be specific. What milestones have we seen it achieve since its inception?
One interesting thing is, for example, if you take the tomato value chain, just give you an example. By January, February, we will have a number of indigenous tomato processing plants out there in Kano. We've got new seeds for the farmers. We've got irrigation. We've closed that value chain. And our plan is within the next 3 years to move production of tomato from 300,000 metric tons to about 3 million and paste to about 300,000, which is what Nigeria imports today. Now that value chain has been fixed, and just fixed after about a year of constant meetings, central banks, ministries of agriculture, research institutes, seed providers, fertilizer, extension workers, and so on. And that is one good example, and that's one of the reports we're getting today of how we have fixed one value chain. Other value chains will follow. This is a process that will be carrying over a period, but it's important to do it value chain by value chain, location by location.
The Bankers Committee has played a key role in advocating for policy changes in sectors like agriculture, infrastructure and power. What are your comments on the ongoing power privatization process taking place in Nigeria? Do you think that by its completion we will see it have the desired results?
I think the power reforms were always critical. Without the power reforms, we're never ever going to fix the power problem. And it goes beyond privatization, obviously. You've got things like tariff reviews and having cost recovery tariffs. You've got fixing the transmission system. And then you've got the privatization of both generating plants and discos. So privatization is a major plank of that process. We're pleased to read in the papers that the alleged termination of the concession agreement of Manitoba basically did not happen, because that would have been a major disaster for us if, as a country, we're seen not to honor our contract. So it's a good thing that has not been done. My view is that with the privatization, and if we actually hand over the transmission to the agent and begin to fix transmission, we should be able to go a long way in fixing the power problem.
Finally, looking at cashless Lagos, we've seen a lot taking place within electronic banking. I wanted to find out from you, what else can we expect to see happening within that sector, and the challenges that we're currently facing with regards to cashless Lagos? How are you planning to address those?
Well, we just had EFINA carry out a detailed study of cashless Lagos and the issues that have mitigated it and the challenges that we've had. On the 7th of December, when we do our weekend retreat, there's going to be a detailed report on cashless Lagos. These issues range from power issues to bandwidth issues to awareness issues on the part of customers and merchants to some pricing issues and the fee structure that discourages people.